Knowing the Big 12 now, you don't always get to play somebody a second time. Getting another shot at Oklahoma State, given how the last game went, what's that mean to you and the players, you think?
Well, I mean, as far as the players go, I just better ask them that one. I don't like to answer for them. I mean, yeah, it was by far the worst game we played all season for a lot of reasons. If you look at who played, who didn't play, how well they played. But yeah, I think the one thing that we do talk about is, you know, we only play 3 teams twice. And so when you go into the season, your goal is at least to split with everyone. And if you get more than that, that's great. Split with Cincinnati, we're guaranteed to split with Kansas State, but we have to beat Oklahoma State to get the split. And the way the funky tiebreakers work in this league, you never know. But losing twice to someone doesn't just impact head-to-head, it impacts a lot of things, and there could be a lot of ties the way it looks right now. So it's an important game for sure.
Do you think you guys are better equipped this time around to compete with them?
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, Addy and AJ both are going to play. Reese only played a couple minutes because she was thrown up at halftime, so we didn't use her. So, yeah, there's no question that we're in a better place. Physically, we're probably in a better place mentally than we were at that point. We were not in a great place for a lot of reasons. So, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. It's senior night. That's always a cool deal. And it's hard to believe, but it's the last week of the regular season, and I told our players that, you know, I'm really proud of where they are, and there's a lot of teams that you guys have heard me say this many times. This time of year, there's a lot of people that are playing games because they have to, not because they want to, or they're playing games that don't mean anything. That's not the case with us, and hopefully this last week we'll see what we got left.
Was that outside of moments like injuries, you know, Addy getting her, Ariana, in terms of like actual games, was that maybe the low point of the season, that loss?
Not maybe, it was. It's not. I don't even think there'd be another game on the. I'm trying to think. No, that would be the worst. I mean, I think we got overwhelmed in every sense of the word. We didn't play well. We didn't coach well. We didn't. It was just a really. Yeah, it was a bad day, for sure. So, luckily, not too many of them. But yeah, that was without question the worst of the season.
What's got to get better this time around?
Transition defense has got to get a lot better. Our defensive rebound has got to get better. I don't care if we're playing Oklahoma State or Will and Camden, my grandson's AAU team. We got to get better. We got to rebound the ball, and we're not doing that. And then got to chase them off the three-point line a little bit. They made a bunch of threes. A lot of those were I think we gave up like 22 transition points. That's a ridiculously high number in any game. So that's where it's got to start. And then offensively, hopefully a little more balance. We didn't make many shots in that game at all. The game, we tried to tempo the game a little bit in the first, especially being on the road. In the second quarter, the game just got away from us. They made about everything they looked at. And if they didn't make it, they rebounded it and kicked it out and made it the second time or the third time.
Where are you at minutes-wise now for Addy, and then is EP still kind of day-to-day, I guess?
Yeah, EP's day-to-day. They're going to try and work her out today a little bit. So I don't know where she is. I would say probably not, unless something happens. Addy's around that 25 mark. She went from 20 to 25. And that's, we'll see how she, it's one of those things where she handled 20 okay, then we'll see how she handles the 25. We haven't practiced yet, so She said she felt good after the game, so that's a good sign. So if we could this week kind of inch that thing into the 25 to 30 range, that would be the ultimate goal probably for her. And it's not just being in the game for that long, but physically, can she handle it? Can her legs handle it? I mean, she hadn't played a competitive game in 6 weeks, so. But yeah, so far it's been good, really good.
So probably not playing for EP tomorrow?
I would say probably not.
Yep.
I don't know that definitively,
Yeah.
but I would be surprised if she played. I guess I'll put it that way.
How rare is it to have a senior day with one senior?
Yeah, it's really rare. We've had a couple where there hasn't been any, and now we have one. So senior days is always it's a cool thing here. I think I really enjoy how we do it. It's a great celebration. And again, the senior day thing has changed a lot because, it used to be like always, kid came in and 4 years later it's senior day. Now it could be 6 months,
Yeah.
could be 2 years, could be
6 years.
whatever. Yeah, it could be 6 or 7 years. So yeah, it's different, but it's still special. I mean, and I think it's cool here because I really, we do it after the game, and it's one last time for, in this case, Sid to really enjoy the fans, for the fans to enjoy her. People usually stay afterwards, and so it's cool. It's just one of those. It used to be a great tradition in collegiate sports. Now you just do it, not because you have to, but it's changed. I think a lot, for a lot of people, but it's still an important day for them. It's an important day for our fans, and we'll look forward to celebrating Sid on Wednesday.
And a two-part question. A, how encouraging is it that you can play as well as you did against a team like TCU in their building for 35 minutes? And B, I don't want to say it's good, but the offensive rebounding they had in the fourth quarter, you could really, if the defensive rebounding issue hadn't gotten their
Right.
attention, it probably hasn't now.
Right. Well, you hope so. I mean, the fourth quarter. We played as well as we could play, really considering the opponent, the situation, all that stuff. For, like you said, for 35 minutes. But the thing about basketball, there's with the shot clock, the game's going to keep going, and we went 5 for 19 in the fourth quarter. They went 12 for 21, and I think 6 of the ones they missed, they rebounded and put it back in. And there was one possession, they got 4 shots, and we just got overwhelmed on the backboard. And that's the thing that we continue to talk about. And, we hope Addy helps out a little bit coming back, but that's a huge issue for us. And we've got to, especially on the road, but anytime, when you're giving people extra shots. And if you look at our season, there's a lot of things you could probably point to, but the 3 things that continue to stick out are we're losing at the free throw line, we're losing at defensive rebounding, and the days where our field goal percentage isn't very high. And maybe that seems simplistic, but that seems to be a pretty consistent thing when we struggle. So we just got to keep grinding away at it. And what I told him after the game was, if what you want to get to the point, I think especially this time of year, what I tell every team, everyone loses, or most people lose their last game. So you want to walk out of the building thinking, we played our asses off, it just wasn't good enough in everything that you do. And, that means the hard stuff, the rebounding. And, we turned the ball over 6 times, so, we're doing a lot of really good things, but you got to do a lot of good things more often and longer than we did yesterday.
It's obviously a huge plus having Addy back in the lineup, but have you seen the team try and have to relearn or readjust with her back in?
Yeah, there is some of that. Yes, yeah, no question. That you kind of, the season starts and everyone kind of knows this is my role, this is what I'm doing, and it was pretty defined. I think Reese's role wasn't very defined because she's new, at the beginning of the year, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're starting 5 different people in Addy's spot, and then you kind of figure out something, and then here comes, even though it's a great thing, it is, yeah. I mean, Addy's getting more shots, so that changes it. Addy facilitates offense a little bit differently, so it's definitely, I mean, it shouldn't take too long, but it's definitely different. You can tell in practice that there's things that are that we have to shore up, even though she's experienced and she's done it, and the people who played. The other part of it is Jada hasn't played with her that much either. You know, she played with her a lot, and then all of a sudden she's out for 11 games. So for Addy, it's Addy got an early Christmas present, or a late Christmas present, because Addy Brown's going to throw the ball a lot, almost too much. And Jada, though, has not played with Addy a lot. So I think the learning curve is probably pretty high with Jada right now. And hopefully that'll just continue to get better. Thank you, guys.
Yep, thanks, Bill.